Honestly, I don't know how you can tackle debt without having a budget. If you're doing that, please let me know how, because I honestly can't do without a budget. I think you need a budget, right? I think you need a budget to tackle your debt, because your budget tells you where your money's going. It kind of gives you a picture of your financial situation. I'm not rich. I don't have a trust fund. I don't have anyone paying my bills for me. I'm just a regular person working a 9 to 5, just trying to get my life together, wanting to be out of debt. I want to build generational wealth. Like, that's just where we're at this season. Like, where are you this season? Because that's where I'm at this season. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming back again. I'm so happy to have you with me, and I hope that today's video is very helpful. So again, I have my notes with me, so if you see me looking somewhere else, I'm looking at my notes to help me to stay on track, because I have a tendency to go off track. So yes, we're still talking about finances, because it's just one of those things that I've discovered that I really like talking about. I've gotten better with my finances, and I really want to share my journey with you all and encourage someone who may be in the same journey as well, just wanting to get their lives together financially and build wealth. So I'm currently working to pay off $17,000 of credit card debt. Now, I know that may not seem like a lot to some. You may have more, you may have less than me, but to me, that is a lot. So that's where we're at currently. Today, I want to walk with you step by step to what I'm doing to pay off this crazy amount of credit card debt. I want to share with you about what's actually working, what has not been working, what I'm currently doing to erase this credit card debt. Now, you may not have $17,000 in credit card debt. You may have $2,000, you may have $20,000. It really doesn't matter. I think these, the insight that I'm going to share with you can work with any amount of debt that you have. So I hope this actually helps you. Let's get into it. The very first thing that I had to do in order for me to get out of debt is to know my numbers. You have to know your numbers. You have to know what you're working with. Now, this may seem very uncomfortable, and it really was for me. I did not know what my financial situation was like. I knew it was bad, and I knew I had to do something about it, but I just was not ready to face that. You don't want to guess them. You don't want to avoid them, because that makes it worse. So a lot of us are living in financial denial. We know things aren't great, but we don't exactly know how bad they are. But you cannot fix what you refuse to fix. So step one is really getting clear in your reality. Know exactly how much debt you have. Write it all down. Your bank statements will show you where your money is going every month. Your bank statements will show you patterns in your spending that you may not be aware of. I saw that I was spending at least $300 a week eating out. And that sounded really crazy to me, because I really didn't think I was spending $300, but I was spending $300 eating out, and I had no idea. So in order for me to get out of debt, I knew that I had to figure out my why. Why do I even want to get out of debt? Why am I even doing this in the first place? What's the purpose? What's the point? I think it's so important to figure out your why before you get into numbers and strategies. And here's why. Because things are gonna get hard. Things on your debt-free journey are going to get hard. I will not lie to you. I will not sugarcoat it to you. It's gonna get tough. There are gonna be days where you want to give up. And when those days come, you have to remember your why. Your why keeps you going, right? For me, I remember actually writing down my why. I took a piece of paper and I wrote down, this is why I want to be debt-free. I want to be debt-free because I want to be financially well. I want to be able to travel when I want. I want my kids to have a better life than I did. I don't want to make the same mistakes that my parents made. I mean, the list can go on and on. I a trust fund. And I think it would be really cool for our children to have trust funds. The next step is to pick your debt elimination method. So there are two popular debt elimination strategies that are out there already. Most of you may be familiar with them. The first method is the snowball method. So it's when you pay off your smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rate. So once that's paid off, you roll that amount into the next smallest debt that you have, and so on. So it kind of builds a momentum and gives you like quick wins to keep you motivated along the way. This is the method that I personally use. And then you have the debt avalanche. You have the avalanche. You attack the debt with the highest interest first. So this saves you more money, obviously, in interest rate than the snowball method. But it just takes longer to see progress, you know? So for me, it was more about staying motivated than like saving some money. I personally love the snowball method because, again, I get to see those quick wins. I get to see that, hey, I'm actually making progress. Let me keep going. Neither method is wrong. I think you just have to pick the one that works for you. Pick the one that you can stick to and commit to. I would say that. Pick the one that you can actually stick to and commit to. I would also encourage you to create a monthly budget that works for you. I personally budget by paycheck. Another helpful tip is consider signing up for a hardship program with your credit card company. Yes, that is actually a thing. Now, this one is not something that a lot of people talk about, but it's so helpful. Right? It genuinely helped me. I called them and it worked. So if you have Discover, they have it. They're not gonna announce it to you, obviously, right? Because they want you to be in debt forever. That's just my thing. I personally signed up for Discover's hardship program, I think maybe last year. And I got my interest rate reduced from 29% to about 10 to 15%, I think. It was probably even less than 15%. It was probably like 10% or even lower. Yeah, never miss a payment. I'm sure you're all keeping up with your payments, but just had to say it out there for someone else who may not know. Please try to make your minimum payments. Even if you can't make more than your minimum payments, just make sure that every month you're not missing a payment. Now, another helpful tip that has helped me personally is I pay more than the minimum. I think I said this, but I just have something to add with that. If you only pay the minimum every month, you are going to be in debt for a very long time. You are not gonna get out. So for me personally, I have started putting $700 plus toward my minimum payment. So I pay my minimum payment every month in addition to $700 plus. I've also just cut back on like spending personally to help me to get out of debt. I know that I've had to, decrease maybe my grocery budget or my eating out budget or just something. I just found ways to cut back on some things so that I could have extra money to put towards my debt, right? I would also say just using unexpected money that you get toward debt is something that can help you to pay off debt faster. If I have money in my account that comes in unexpectedly, I don't even give myself time to think about what I'm gonna do to it. I just put it towards my debt and I just forget about it. Sometimes the most powerful move is to make more money. Get a part-time job, pick up some extra hours. Turn your passions into profit. What do you love to do? Like, what are you really good at? Do that and get paid for it. I personally babysit on the side. I create and I sell gift baskets sometimes. Selling things that you no longer need is also very, very helpful. Look around your home. There may be clothes that you don't wear anymore, furniture that's still in good condition, electronics, decor. Sell those things on Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark, eBay. I mean, there's so many places that you can sell them. I have done that and I've made a ton of money. Like, I think I've made like $1,000 just selling things that I owned that I did not want anymore. For me to be where I'm at, I had help. I did research. I learned from others on the same journey, and that's gonna help you a lot. I know for a fact that you will find at least one person that's going to help you on your debt journey. There's so many people who are transparent about their journeys, who are transparent about their finances, who are willing to help. But here are some people that have helped me personally, and they're all on YouTube. So there's Inspired Budget, like I mentioned, Allison Beggerly, Patricia Bright. She has a channel on YouTube called The Break, and she talks about money and financial literacy. Baddies and Budgets definitely helped me. The Budget Mom, Taylor Budgets. Who else do we have? Dave Ramsey, and then The Table with AO. Like these people that I've mentioned, like I found something in each of them that I really liked, that really resonated with me, and I have implemented the things that they've shared with me. There's so many others that I've watched, I'm sure, but I just probably forgot about. Community makes this so much easier, so much doable. I've made mistakes. I had the budget in place, I had the numbers and strategies, and I still failed. But you know what? I got back up so many times. I've lost count, but I'm here. And you know what? I'm not in the same place, and I'm here making a video to help you because I believe I've learned something that can be so helpful for you. So I'm not perfect, just a girl, just trying to get out of debt, build wealth, and build a better life for me and my future and my family. That's all. I'm not rich. I don't have a trust fund. I pay all my bills. I haven't won the lottery yet. Need I say more? If you can do it, if I can do it, actually, if I can do it, you can do it. So these are all the steps that I'm taking to tackle $17,000 of credit card debt without being rich. You don't need a huge income to come out of debt. You need a plan, you need your why, and you need discipline and some willingness to keep going even when it's hard. And I would also add this: you need to be able to bounce back because you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna fall. You're going to fall into the old patterns. Even after all the knowledge that you've learned, you're gonna fall. And when you fall, it's gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world. Just get back up. That's all that matters. I'm here because I got back up, and I'm still getting back up every single time. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.